friends. Welcome to day 3 of my birthday week social justice challenge, where we talk about systems of oppression and resources that I found that are valuable. And today, there are a couple of resources that will be in the comments. There are some articles that I find really interesting. I really wanted to talk to you about pain, physical pain. Interesting, right? So here's a couple questions, and pardon me if they feel a little bit bizarre, but go with me, okay? Do you think that there's a difference in thickness of skin between white people and black people? Like, would you say that black people have thicker skin than white people? Is that yes or no? Okay. Next question. If you were a pregnant woman, so imagine you're a pregnant woman, when you go to give birth, what are your thoughts about surviving birth? Okay. So those questions might seem a little bit bizarre, maybe because they are and maybe should be, but they're totally valid, and this is why. If you are a woman who presents like me, you identify as a black or an African American woman, and you go to the hospital to give birth, you are 4 times more likely to die during childbirth. Interesting, right? According to a recent research study, first and second year medical students actually believed that black people's skin was thicker than white people's skin. These were actual beliefs. I believe approximately 50% of the physicians surveyed believed that there were biological differences, like erroneous or wrong biological differences between black people and white people, and these had to do with pain. So, interesting. You might hear somebody talk about their experience going to the hospital, or you might hear somebody from a marginalized community have fear about the healthcare system. We have this long-standing history of not being listened to if you're from a marginalized community. And here's the thing, it's not just about race. Women also historically have not been listened to about their pain. So imagine the intersection of black and African American voices with the gender identity of being a woman. How much more underserved you are. What I love about the article that you'll find is that it states that these injustices are not intentional. They aren't. They aren't intentional, but they're coming as a result of implicit bias. They're coming as a result of the messages, of the biases that seep into our system without us realizing it. So, something to think about. You may never have thought about pain this much before in your life. Well, you're welcome. What I would call us to do as a community is to ask ourselves how we can make greater space for one another's pain, or physical pain. As members of the black community, black, indigenous, people of color communities, I would ask us, how do we manage our own pain? Do we listen to ourselves? Our own persons? Do we listen to ourselves? Our community members? I would ask members of the dominant perspective that are that identify as white, I would ask you, how do you listen to our pain? How do you make space for the pain of others? Might sound strange, but that's something to think about. Why am I harping on about this? Why am I talking about it? Well, I had an experience. I visited the ER twice this week, not for me, but for somebody who looks like me, someone who identifies as a black woman. and she had some challenges navigating the healthcare system because people didn't listen to her pain. Food for thought. Love y'all. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we talk about beauty standards. All right. Bye.